I saw people that I was up against. And I remember being there and I was just hearing accents left and right. And oh, I feel like my confidence level just went from here to like here. Because when you start having like that imposter syndrome, like, what am I doing here? Okay, so hey loves, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a story time, right? Sorry, let me just get comfortable because it's going to be a lot of reflection going on in this video. Okay, so today we are going to be talking all about losing or not getting dream job, right? And I'm going to kind of trace it back to the beginning of my story and my journey in the career field, right? So growing up, I always wanted to be an accountant or a banker. I think I've said this a couple of times on here. Growing up, I kind of had this idea that being a banker or being an accountant means that you have access to a lot of money. Obviously, money are usually in the banks. So I thought that would have been the easiest way to like really be wealthy and successful and be rich. So I grew up with that mindset of, oh, I want to be a banker. I want to work in a bank. I want to have access to money and make a lot of money, in the long run as time goes on. Let's be honest, back in the days, let's take it back to about, let's say 20 years ago, 10 years ago, there was nothing like the influencer creator economy or the creator world. This wasn't existing. It kind of existed 10 years ago, but it was something that a lot of creatives were doing just for the fun of it, not as a potential career option or path, right? So 20 years ago, 10 years ago, you either wanted to be a banker, an accountant, a lawyer, a doctor, an engineer. And even nursing wasn't even really a big deal back then. But right now, it is a big deal. And it just goes to show how things have changed and time has advanced. So they're kind of pretty limited. You have to be confined in a professional box. There was no room for being artistic. There was room, but it wasn't seen as something that people could really profit from or be in the long term. And I find that as time went on, as time progressed, as I grew up and started kind of discovering myself, I wanted to be in the media world. I wanted to be in the media world because I just fell in love with being in front of the camera. I know, cliche, right? So I fell in love with being in front of the camera, and I knew that this was something that I just wanted to do, right? And again, the career path in this industry, in media industry, was still a little bit uncertain back then. Now you can be in the media without even being in the media, and it's so crazy how you guys that are now of this Gen Z, Gen A, you open to a lot of opportunities. There's no reason why you at this point should not be successful, because what you guys have now, the internet, if we had this back 10 years ago, I think our lives would have been so different. But before I digress, so fast track to 2016. That was when I went for my master's, and I really immersed myself in the YouTube world. I immersed myself in a lot of YouTube, and I started watching Jackie Anna, Patricia Bright, and I figured why not just start off this YouTube journey? And we did. I remember buying my camera. I was so excited. Started off as a hobby, because it was just something that I was passionate about. Now, like I said, I always wanted to be, or I thought I wanted to be in the media, but I felt this drive and this calling and this like something was just pulling me to the media world. So soon after I finished my master's degree, 2017, I was kind of planning coming back to Nigeria. I was looking for a job as of then, and then I saw an advert, right? There was an opening for media personalities to join Africa Magic's Studio 53 Extra.
Do you have the poise, the flair, the elegance? If your answer is yes, then you have a chance to be the new face of 53 Extra. Record a 1-minute video presentation pitching yourself, making sure the video shows your full end. Update entries will be announced in May 2017. This is powered by Africa Magic.
Guys, let me tell you, for some weird reason, something was telling me that this job is yours. Something inside of me was like, this is for you, go for it. When I saw it, it was not holding me back. I saw the opening. I think I'll put the ads and all that so you guys can kind of see. This was back in 2017, 5 years ago. We have come a long way. Actually, 6 years ago. 6 years ago. Wow. Okay, so I saw the advert, kind of read through it, and I think I saw the ad a little bit late because as of when I saw it, a lot of people were already posting their own entries, and I saw the entries. I'm like, I can't do better than this. I can't even lie. I was kind of confident in myself because as of then, I had already started like practicing with being in front of the camera, talking in front of the camera. I mean, it was something that I enjoyed doing, but I had little to no background with like being a personality, a media personality, or talking in front of the camera. But the little I did with my camera as a beginner YouTuber helped. When I remember that day, like, so much. I went down to the common area in my apartment building as of then, and I went as early, guys. I went there as early as I think about 7 a.m. in the morning. I was dressed, I was made up. Actually, I think I went there like 7 a.m., 6:30. I didn't want anyone to be in the common area. There was like a workspace there, there was like a cinema room there, there was like a table pool there. So I mean, it was a very active area, and I didn't want people to be in there while I was filming. And this is just it just speaks to determination. When you want something, you make it work regardless of the time, regardless of what you have, regardless of whether you're tired or not, you know. So I got up, I went down, and I started recording. Let me tell you, see, to all the YouTubers, creators, media personalities, I give you guys all the kudos because I remember doing about over 20 takes just to say my name and get through the introduction, right? So, oh my goodness, I'm cringing now because I'm going to show you guys my entry so you guys can see where we're coming from and where we are right now. I feel like I'm a lot more comfortable because now there's a relationship between us. I'm kind of really comfortable because we've been doing this for a while. Practice really is the best teacher. I mean, I could teach you tutorials, you know, how to start up, how to film, but you are the best person to teach yourself how to do it and do it the best way that you can by practicing. So yeah, so I did at least 20 to 30 takes just introducing myself. If you feel like you have to be perfect at the first go, at the first try, then you're really not ready to grow, right? If the first one doesn't work for you, it's okay. Record, re-record, re-strategize, re-film, whatever it is. Do it over and over again. Practice and practice and practice till you get to a point that you feel like, okay, this is perfect enough to, you know, move on to the next phase or stage. So I remember thinking to myself, like, I had to be amongst the top 8, right? And occasionally I would kind of scroll through Instagram, go on that page to see what they had posted, see my competitors, see what they were doing, strategizing on how I could do better. You know, we got it, started editing because then we already had some basic knowledge and, you know, skills when it comes to editing. I was still using iMovie back then. And we edited it, submitted it, I'll put it here. Welcome to a whole new episode of The Extra. I am Kelechi mgbemena, lover of all things fun, beautiful, goofy, and outgoing. This is me. This is what I love. So still talking about love, on today's episode, we are going to take you on the roller coaster ride of love. From their love story and engagement that literally broke the internet to their introduction. And to top it up, we are going to be showing you an exclusive behind the scenes of the movie Wedding Party 2. Definitely, this is so we're ready for each other. We are talking about none other than the bad power couple. Now you may know them as Back It Up and his beautiful wife to be, Adiswa Efemi. So sit back, relax, and don't go anywhere because it's only on The Extra. I think I did amazing. To be honest with you, let me let me know what you guys think about our entry. So I sent it over. I followed the rules, and after a couple, I can't remember how long it took, but then we did get a call back. I was amongst the top 8. And at that point, I'm like, this is for me. This is God's purpose for me. There's no way I'm not getting it. And luckily then, I was just about coming back to Nigeria, right? I got ready for I want to say the interview, right? But it's pretty much like a practical thing, which I was not ready for, by the way. I remember that day, I was so confident. I thought I was so confident anyways. I got ready, got dressed, did my makeup. I could make up then, weirdly enough. As of then, my makeup then was on fleek, So I got ready, got dressed. I put on a red dress, a very bright red dress, because guys, when you're being in front of the camera, those little things matter. Your hair, what you're wearing, how you look on the camera, as well as how you sound, makes a whole lot of difference. So I knew that red would stand out, and I did stand out, right? I remember someone telling me, you chose red, good one. So that's a tip for you. If you're thinking of that, maybe choose like a really bright color, red, like pink or something, so that when the camera hits you, you just stand out. It's not you, and then you stand out, right? Okay, so when I got to the venue, when I got there, still confident in myself, in my abilities, and then I saw the people that I was up against, and I remember being there, and I was just hearing accents left and right, and I was in a space with these people, guys.
Which of the contestants will be joining the 53 extra team? You definitely don't want to miss this.
Yeah. I feel like my confidence level just went from here to like here, because when you start having like that imposter syndrome, like, what am I doing here? Why did they pick me? Why do I feel like I'm good enough to be here? I'm not supposed to be here. Let me just do and be going. So it started hitting me left, right, up, down. I was just hearing accents left, right. I was hearing people talk, and I'm like, oh my goodness, But it was fun. I was up against Tora Mawali. You guys know him. You know him. Simi Dre too was there. So like the media people were there, and I, who was just a beginner YouTuber with little to no experience, was also there. A lot of what determines our success is not what we see physically, right? It's what goes on in here. Your mental state, what you're thinking about, if you feel defeated, if you feel like you've got, this handled, if you feel like you can get through it, if you feel like you're already a success and you're already a winner, you start working backwards, and you see that it starts aligning with what you have envisioned and what your mind is thinking. So if you're thinking, I'm already a failure, I'm not supposed to be here, you start working backward, and then your actions will lead you up to you failing, right? So I feel like that's what was going on. I was psyching myself, oh my God, I'm not supposed to be here. I might not be good enough. These guys are amazing, and they were, I can't even lie. Yeah, so I was just getting in my head, and it started affecting my performance. Now we moved on to the final stage. The last stage was pretty much like presentation. So it's like a practical thing, because again, you're going to be an on-air media personality. You should know how to talk to the camera and talk to the audience, right, in a natural way. And they threw a scenario at me. Everyone had, I think, the same scenario, right? The scenario was about like climbing a mountain. You finally climbed the mountain. Talk to the camera, let them know how you feel, how the journey was, or something like that, right? And I remember starting off, before I even got in, I saw so many people, and I saw the camera, and there was like a small stage, lights, everything, and I'm like, oh, this is something that I typically do every single day, being in front of the camera. But then, knowing that I was going to be judged instantly, based on how I performed, nothing ever prepared me for that, let me tell you. And the fact that I started psyching myself up for failure didn't even help at all. So I remember going there. I could have literally said rubbish, but if I had said rubbish in a way that I was confident, I was having fun, it would have made sense to a lot of people, right? But then I felt like I was overthinking it. Not like I felt like I was overthinking it. I was getting into my head. I was presenting, but then I was thinking of what to say, which is not a bad thing, but I was doing it in a way that it was literally hooking me. So I would say one line and then like overthink it, and then like I can't remember what to say again, and then I'll stop. And again, it's just you freestyling. You don't have any script. You're giving a scenario. Just express yourself and convey the message. Introduce yourself. Hi, it's Kelechi mgbemena. We're live at blah 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 blah. This is the top of the mountain. Na na na. It was an amazing journey. Na 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 na. But if you just I don't know if I get what I'm saying. Like have a normal conversation, but just have those key words that you would typically say, and make words out of it. And I was just hooking. I was hooking. They were telling me to be calm, be patient, but see, even as I was hooking, there are some times when you feel like you're stuck, but then you're able to psych yourself out of that situation. I was stuck. I was not able to psych myself. I was still feeling like, oh my God, I can't believe I was just getting in my head. I'm not getting it right. I'm not good enough. I'm not doing it. I'm not like, what's going on? Thinking about it makes me laugh, right? But yeah, that was what happened. And I just remember thinking and leaving there knowing that, nah, this is not for me. I'm not getting this, right? Definitely, I could have practiced. This definitely could have helped me. So if you're someone who has a major role that you're about to get, definitely practice. Yeah, so I remember going home, really asking myself, like, is this really what I wanted to do? Like, do I still have a chance? Because I've been thinking about it now. It makes me like just laugh, and like I'm really just embracing and loving my growth so far. And yeah, so if you're someone who's looking for a job right now, you go for an interview, don't get it. If it's something that you truly desire and truly want, work hard towards it. My baby girl is making another appearance again in another video. It's been a while, girl. Yeah, if at first you don't succeed, pick yourself up and try again and keep trying till you get it. And that's really key. I didn't go after it the next year because I feel like it wasn't something that I really truly wanted. I was more focused and I was more drawn towards creating a brand of my own through YouTube, which is what I'm doing right now. And does this mean this is my purpose? I don't know, to be honest with you. Like I'm literally knocking on the 30 door. Like I'm almost going to be 30 years old. And at this point, I feel like I'm still figuring out life. I'm still figuring out life generally in terms of like career wise, in terms of like everything, right? Who knows, 5 years from now, I might go into farming, right? I might go into farming on a large scale. It might be what would make me happy 5 years from now. I might go into fashion designing, who knows, or something. But what I'm saying is, like, in every stage of people's life, in every phase, there are like phases, there are stages where you just discover yourself and you also advance, right? Where I was 5 years ago is different from where I am now in terms of the way I think, the things that I want. I want to make an impact without making noise. I don't know if I'm making sense, right? I don't want to make unnecessary noise. I want to speak, but speak volume, if that makes sense. And I want to be known for impacting lives, whether it's helping people, create an amazing online brand, helping people through their career, make money online, helping them discover their creativity, helping them through motherhood, whatever it is. I feel like this platform has brought me more purpose, right? But this has really humbled me. This has made me think about having an audience in a different way entirely. And I don't take you guys for granted, right? So that was basically it. My story is a story of self-discovery. It's a story of just knowing that in whatever phase you are right now in life, it's not the end. It's not your full stop. It's not your period. It is a continuation, right? So if you feel like you've not gotten to where you want to get to, if you feel like the job or the dream job that you wanted, you've always wanted for your whole life, you didn't get it, it's fine. God might be gearing you up for something bigger and more purposeful than you can ever imagine. So if you feel like you failed, I don't believe in failure, right? I only believe in failure when you try and then you stop trying, right? If you try and you continue trying, there will be some sort of success at the end of the tunnel, right? And I was thinking about this a couple of days back, and I was just smiling and reflecting on like how we have grown. That is about it for this video. I hope that I was able to inspire someone, and also by sharing my journey. I wouldn't call it my failure journey because I didn't stop. I definitely feel like, and I know that was never my path. I know that I'm in the right path. I don't think this is my full stop. Like I said, I believe that this is a continuation to where I'm supposed to be and where I'm going, right? I still don't know where I'm going. I've not figured life out. If you have, let me know that in the comment section, like what's up. But I haven't figured life out. I'm still figuring out day by day, year by year, month by month. And if anything I learn, I like to share like my whole process with you guys so that it's realistic and you learn from people's life. And I like watching stories about like people's journey and how it's been, what to expect, and how they overcame and all of that. Yeah, guys, that is it. That is how I lost what I thought was my dream job, and how I built this dream world for us. And it's just been amazing. Honestly amazing. I can't even lie, because now I'm able to do all the things that I wanted to do. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Kayla and I say have a nice day, and we love you, we appreciate you, and we wish you well on whatever journey you are on. Success is yours, success will be yours, success already you have, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, make sure you stay blessed and you stay fabulous. You stay blessed and you stay fabulous. Bye guys.